Good. The Vikings, Tabitha Clark. Play that you realized this team has something different.
I saw it from the jump. I actually saw it from the American Fort game. We came out, there was excitement, there was fire, all the things from a typical first game.
3, good for the Vikings, and that's how the game starts. Tabitha Clark, top of
I'm Coach Connors. I'm a power forward, and one word I would use to describe this team is dedication.
My name is Aaliyah Sikander. I'm a point guard, and my number is 3. And how I would describe the team is fine.
My name is Mike Kennedy. I'm number 1, and I play shooting guard.
I'm Sutton Villa. I'm number 24. I play center. And one word to describe this team would probably be family.
What has been the hardest hurdle for you guys to overcome this year?
They're going to come at you with everything they have. So just knowing that, like, we have to win, like, we came to win.
It's really being able to break.
I think we're the team that's Super Bowl, so everyone's best game is against us.
Because we know we're a good team. We have the skills to win it all, but we just need to work on, like, we need to define that chemistry.
It means a lot. It's our family here, and I think that's the big difference.
Like last year, I didn't even think this was possible. And then coming in with this team, it just shows what having the right girls and like what the right coaching staff can do.
I've been at PG my entire high school career, and so I've seen the ups and downs, having this opportunity to compete for the state championship with these girls. It's been a true honor. It means so much to me. It was so fun to come in with this amazing team with these amazing girls.
Especially as first year of high school, it just shows how amazing we can really come together and work. So really proud of our girls, and it's really fun.
I wanted to make sure that the program was fun again. That was a huge thing for me, because girls are always at their best when they're having fun. I stay humble because I still can't believe it. Because, we don't have a professional schedule. That also keeps me grounded. And when you love the sport, again, it's hard to get that attitude, that big head. They know, we know as a program, every team is going to give us their best game. And we've seen it all through the season. Teams that others, maybe have thought should be blowout, they give us their best game every time. So you really can't ever come in with an ego or an attitude or a big head. You just come in and you play the standard that we set.
Welcome back to Pleasant Grove Sports Network. My name is Coleman Keel. I'm joined here today by
Sheldon Sweet,
special guest on commentary, I almost said former PGSN graduate, a PGSN graduate currently working for Utah Prep, I believe. Do you still work with Utah Prep?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are excited we are excited to bring you today's coverage of the Utah High School Athletics Association 5A girls basketball semifinals. Today's the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. Wow, this has been a rocky start.
A very, very long day, man.
It has been a very long day, if you could not tell.
But yeah, this quarterfinals game was Pleasant Grove and Springville, so it's going to be great.
It's going to be a rematch of a former region game here in the home of at least 9 conference championships spread across women's basketball and gymnastics going back to the Pac-12 days of the University of Utah.
Yes.
We are very happy to be here. Thank you to KSL and UHSAA for letting us come and set up and be here all day. We've been here for about 11 hours as of tip-off. We got here at around 8:30, and we were the first game, and now we are the second to last game of the day. Pleasant Grove versus Springville. Bit of a rundown for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. They finished the season a perfect 22-0, as you saw in our mini documentary to start off today's stream. They won the second round matchup fairly easily against Fremont.
Yeah.
They are the number one seed.
They won by 44 points, which is crazy.
As now they take on a very familiar opponent, as we mentioned, the Springville Red Devils, also out of 5A Region 7. The other two Region 7 teams that were playing today both lost. So either way, after tonight, we will be down to one representative from Region 7. Vikings hoping that it's them. Springville looking to do everything in their power to make it not so, as the Vikings ready for their starting lineup. First, number 0, Zuri Nordstrom. Number 2, Janice Sikander. Number 23, Cash Connors. Number 13, Tabby Clark. And number 24, Sutton Villa. Sutton Villa, 6 feet 6 inches tall, according to Max Preps. She looks like she's about 6'8".
She looks way taller than 6'6". I've been around a lot of very tall players, and she's tall. She's very tall.
As Pleasant Grove just about ready for tip-off in the circle. I believe it'll be Sutton Villa versus Sammy DeYamas, number 11 for the Red Devils. Quick rundown of their lineup. Number 11, Sammy DeYamas. Number 10, Hallie Hall. I can't see any numbers. Number 5, Hattie Templeman. Number 2, Bella Esplin. And I believe that is number 24, Sammy Hollinger.
Yeah.
On this side of the logo right next to Zuri Nordstrom, as Sutton Villa will win the jump. And we are underway in these quarterfinals. Janice Sikander guarded tightly by Esplin. Via down low, Clark decides to take the shot herself, and it's in. Tabby Clark opens it up for the Vikings, takes the lid off. An early lead, regardless of the score. Very important in establishing momentum and taking the other team out of it, and makes it that much harder to win.
Yes, very important. Tabby Clark's an amazing player in the paint and outside the paint, so they're kind of using her as a power forward, it looks like right now. But, I mean, she's kind of more like that combo guard type of person, so I think after this, we'll see that a lot this game.
As that shot from Esplin almost blocked Sutton Villa. Bella left it short anyway. Zuri Nordstrom working it around against, I didn't even look at the right name, Sammy Hollinger. That shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Good job, Cash Connors. Red Devils ultimately able to come away with it. Drive, Templeman, kick back out to Hollinger. Down low to DeYamas against, Villa. Can't get it. Rebound, Connors. As Pleasant Grove already doing a good job playing tight but disciplined defense. It's really been a theme all year. Play close and play physical, but don't play dumb and commit any, rather, for lack of a better word, stupid and unnecessary fouls. Great bucket, Zuri Nordstrom.
That's incredible.
Get you a second look at that. Look at Zuri working through the contact.
Spin back.
Split
through the gap. I mean, that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see here.
As whistle blows, traveling violation. I believe that's going to go against Hollinger. As more good defense from the Vikings. A little bit lower scoring than you would probably expect. Only 4 points, but it is still 2 minutes in.
Yeah, we have taken, 7 shots now, and we've only made 2. So I think we need to kind of take our shot selection a little bit better.
Sikander gets the screen from Villa. Janice. She's very small, but she is very willing to
There
run
we
downhill.
go.
Good
Sutton
pass
Villa.
to Sutton Villa.
Like we said, she's 6'6". I mean, no one's really stopping her here in 5A. I mean, or just in general. I mean, she's just a monster. She's incredible in the paint, outside the paint, and she's really just a team leader. So this is her first year here with us, and she's really helped us a lot.
And
Helping us
Sutton Villa,
23-0.
only a sophomore. Very excited to see her grow throughout her career at Pleasant Grove High School. Hall down low to Dayamas, working against Villa. Good job, Sutton.
I mean, just look at that. I mean, she's averaging 6 blocks a game right now, and that's exactly why. The size difference is just crazy.
Then
there's
there's
a block.
one of them.
There we go.
Just on schedule, Sutton Villa able to put any drive to a stop.
Yes, she's incredible. No one's gonna stop her. She's gonna really go far in her journey, and she has offers from
Several
20 schools, I think. So
great schools. As another thing about Sutton, typically with players of that size and her relative youth, good board. Sutton Villa gets it stolen away. Quick whistle on the jump.
And the thing about Sutton that's incredible is she's actually a sophomore. Like
Yeah.
she's not a reclass. She's actually a sophomore. She's this big. She's kind of quick, and she has great handles. So I mean, she's really in the next 2 years. She's gonna explode like no other. And I mean, we think that she's good now. I can't imagine what she is in 2 years.
As what I was going to say about Sutton is typically with a player so young and so big, there's a little bit of, for lack of a better word, clumsiness.
Yes.
And just unforced errors that come with being tall. Sutton is great at using her height to her advantage. Great bucket. Dayamas fading away from about the Big 12 logo in the key. Not used to having a conference logo on the
it's
court
a little
from
bit different.
Valhalla. Nordstrom, tough spinning shot, left it off the front of the
Rebound.
iron.
There we
There
go.
she is, Sutton Villa.
She has 189 rebounds on the season now. I mean, that's wild.
As one thing to note, Tabby Clark, I believe 4 points away from crossing the 400-point barrier on the year.
Yeah, and she hit her 1,000-point club not too long ago. So I mean, this is a little crazy that she's scoring 400 points this season and she's in the 1,000-point club. So
as Vikings, good defense. Aaliyah Sikander checked in for her sisters. There's already
another
two
block
for Sutton Villa. Aaliyah
Incredible.
Sikander tipped it out. It will stay with the Red Devils.
Yes.
But Sutton Villa doing a phenomenal job down low.
I think one of the biggest reasons that she is this good right now is because, I mean, the coach, her mom. Her mom, she played at BYU. She won a conference championship with a JUCO school or a community college. And, I mean, she's incredible. She's 6'4", and she's the shortest one in her family, which is kind of crazy to think about.
As in comes a senior whose name we haven't called that often, number 11, Maele Tuiasoa. She's been getting a little bit more playing time recently. She's very good on defense. Until I say something, good drive by Hallie Hall right at Tuiasoa. Maele tried to go steal the pass and just really got out of position. Janice, awkward shot, rebound, Cash Connors. Cash,
She's kind of that glue guy, you know?
yeah.
Every team kind of needs someone like that who's just defense, quick on the boards, you know? So she's one of them.
That's a great shot. Templeman, give you another look at that down low, going right at Tabby Clark, the UVU signee now. I guess she's been a signee all season. I just didn't realize it until recently.
Yeah.
Janice, guarded by Esplin, had the screen from Connors, decided not to take it. Loses it, trying to go back. Fight for the ball. That should be a jump.
Should be a jump. I think that
Will be a jump ball. That will be Viking possession.
There
now.
we go.
As in comes Sutton Villa replacing Cash Connors. As one thing about the Vikings offense, they don't run a lot of sets that are specifically for Sutton Villa's height advantage over everybody. They've plugged people like Cash Connors and Tabby Clark into the Sutton Villa role on the offense and executed it just about as efficiently as they have when it's Sutton on the court. Quick floater, Aaliyah at the buzzer. Rimmed in.
Wow.
Great bucket.
That's incredible.
Denise Sikander. Excuse me, for a second I thought it was
that
the other one.
Number 3.
They said Janice in the state. I'm pretty sure that is, as foul there on Sutton Villa going for her 3rd block. I do think that bucket was scored by Aaliyah, and they just said the wrong Sikander.
Yeah.
Either way, a Sikander bucket puts the Vikings up 6. As number 11, Sammy Dayamas at the free throw line, the senior. First one up and in, and it doesn't get much smoother than that.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was a nice shot.
Great release point. Very smooth once it was up. Take 2 for Sammy. Off the front iron and out. Tabby Clark. Quickly up to Maele. Down low, Janice
Great
gets blocked by Hattie
Great pass with the
Templeman.
foul. I mean, that's nice.
Wasn't a foul. It just went out of bounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That definitely looked like a foul from there.
That was a clean block by Templeman. Just beat the 5-foot. They said 4, but she's really like 5'2", Janice Sikander to her spot. Zuri, tough turnaround jumper, front iron.
That's a hard shot. You know, fading away, one hand. You kind of don't know where the basket is. So that's kind of a hard shot. I think that they should try and kick it out, maybe get a little bit more ball movement in there.
Springville,
not play so quick.
Great job on defense from the Vikings. Springville tried to move it faster than they could adjust. Excuse me. Sikander guarded by Hollinger. Over to Nordstrom. Trying to get it to Clark. There it is.
Clark
driving right at Templeman. Foul called against Hattie Templeman. I believe that is her first on the night.
Yeah.
As Sheldon, what are you seeing from Springville that's really been the key to keeping this game so close? Only down by 3, 7-10.
Well, they've been shutting us down. They've been shutting PG down a little bit, and every time that they've shut us down, they have gotten a score off of it. So, I mean, if PG, even if they do get shut down once or twice, but they keep scoring back and forth, PG will come out of this game. But they've kind of just been shutting us down a little bit on offense.
Especially with a cold start from players like Tabby Clark. Is that 3 up and in? Bella Esplin ties it up.
10-10 with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Incredible.
Nordstrom
driving
going
down,
right at Templeman.
Kicks it out.
Aaliyah Sikander drives at Esplin. Found Sutton Villa after a bit of a bobble. Whistle blows charge on Sutton Villa. No bucket.
Really?
Offensive foul. Sutton, little too much elbow to try and create some space.
It's hard to do when you're that tall, man. I mean, you're versing a 5'3", 5'4" player, and you're 6'6". So, I mean, not a lot that you can do, but.
Well, Dayamas is 5'10". It's still admittedly an 8-inch.
Still at her face, so that's kind of crazy.
It's still an 8-inch height difference, but if you're Sutton Villa, you should just be able to use your size already to your advantage. Good poke out, Aaliyah Sikander. Vikings 3-on-3 in the fast break. Down low, Tabby spins, tough shot. Did she airball that to the left and then out of bounds off Tabby Clark?
So I think they're just playing a little bit quick, you know? Like, I get it if you're trying to do a fast break, if there's maybe one person in the paint, but when you have 3 people on you, that's just a hard shot.
Pleasant Grove, a very young squad comparatively. As could this be the moment where the youth and the just general inexperience in this stage, this late in the playoffs, come back to haunt the Vikings? Good poke out, Cash Connors. But you have to wonder if it could be the younger players. Aaliyah Sikander, only a sophomore. Zuri Nordstrom and Janice, a junior. Pleasant Grove only having 3 seniors on the entire roster.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Devils get it in, down low. Tough shot.
Great defense by Cash.
As that shot looked like a clean block on Tabby. Instead, a foul called that will put number 5, Hattie Templeman, at the line. Getting the rebound off of the, I believe it was Dayamas foul, or missed shot, excuse me.
Yeah.
2 shots coming. Hattie Templeman, the 5'7" junior, off the back iron and out. It's what Pleasant Grove needs. It's a tie game, 1:04 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Springville they just have a lot of momentum right now. You know, I've talked about this a lot with a few players and stuff. Momentum's everything in basketball. once you guys have the momentum, it's easier to score. It feels like the game just slows down. So I think Springville's kind of feeling that right now.
And on the other end,
back in their groove.
And on the other end, the Vikings in a bit of a slump.
There we go.
College three, Zuri too hard. Good board, Janice Sikander. As I was saying, on the other end, Pleasant Grove on a big cold streak right now.
Great cut by Cash. I mean,
Zuri take two. Off to the right. Cash Connors fight for the board. Too hard. Aaliyah back out. Tabby Clark, 35 seconds in the quarter. Cash
great
down low.
find,
Gup
Cash.
and in.
There we go.
Gup up and in. Cash Connors.
That was great. Tabby Clark with the incredible assist.
As that shot off the back, I guess, side of the rim from that angle. Vikings can play for the last shot of the quarter, as they will set up to do. Tabby gets it poked away. I will stay with the Vikings. Templeman being the last to touch it, poking it out of the hand of Clark. 8.6 left. Pleasant Grove up by only one. A close game. It's been a little bit of Huntsman Center pandemonium today. Every game that seemed like it should be a big game has been close, and every
The ball's just taken away.
half-court heave off the top of the backboard, and that will take us into the quarter break. Excuse me. I guess it's still, I almost said first quarter break. I guess that would still be an accurate description.
Yeah.
But Pleasant Grove on a big cold streak to start the night. In moments like this, I believe it was against Springville, we went with the Vikings, went with a much younger, primarily sophomore and junior-based lineup consisting of players like number 1, Amaya Kennerly, who we have yet to see today, number 34, Ruby Mossman. I believe Ruby's a freshman.
Yep.
Number 44, Siri Burgess, a sophomore. Those three have played great and important minutes for the Vikings on varsity. Potentially, they could be the key in this matchup. But Pleasant Grove needing to figure something out against a region opponent in the quarterfinals. Only up by one. Admittedly, though, last time it was a 9-point final score, but I don't think it was ever this close
In the whole game.
this late. Springville really found a way to claw back in and cut it under 10
Yes.
late in that game. Pleasant Grove in control, basically wire to wire, looking for a similar outcome today, moving on to the semifinals. Is the moment simply too big for the Lady Vikings? Back for the second quarter, inbound to Hollinger. Whistle blows.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
The music was playing, I believe.
Hall into Hollinger. Take two, met by Nordstrom. Good screen from the Red Devils. Sutton via good closeout attempt, forcing an air ball. Save from Springville. Number 3, Audrey Moore. Clark guarded by Hollinger. Clark, full head of steam. Great drive,
In the
Tabby
basket,
Clark.
Tabby Clark.
And really, that's the key for the Vikings. You need to get Tabby Clark going as quickly as possible.
Get her going early.
You cannot let her continue to be cold going into the second quarter.
Tabby Clark, for girls basketball, I mean, she has an incredible build. She has great ball handle, and her defense is just as good as her offense.
Off the rim out. Clark guarded the full length of the court by Hallie Hall very tightly. Good defense from Hall.
Sutton via
against Moore.
Posting up number 3 with the
Spin,
shot.
too hard. Janice Sikander with the rebound.
Back to Sutton.
Out
Looks
to
out.
Zuri Nordstrom. Guarded against Hollinger.
Almost poked out. Again.
Good fight. Sammy Hollinger. Down low, Sutton via 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Vikings. Sutton, tough
Goes up
shot.
again.
Off of 1 foot, too hard. Ends up with the Red Devils. Number 1, Bella Esplin. Down low. Whistle blows. Traveling violation. Sammy DeYamas took an extra step to get there. Off of a good defensive bump from Villa. as I mentioned earlier, the Vikings very good at playing physical defense, but staying controlled enough to not commit any stupid and unnecessary fouls.
It's 0-0 fouls right now, so I think
there were only 2 called in the whole first quarter. Floater, Janice Sikander, air ball. Back out, Janice. Down low, Via.
Great pass.
Up with the left and in. What a pass by Janice Sikander.
With the left hand. I mean, that was incredible. Left hand pass through the needle. There we go.
Especially with 2 Red Devils so close to the play. Springville tried to get it down low. Vikings doing a good job clogging the paint and not letting them get anything open.
Yeah, every time that Springville tries to drive in the paint, they always just crash and trap. So, I mean, they're making sure that then no one can get in the paint. And
5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, corner 3, back iron, rebound. Eventually with Tabby Clark. Settles with Janice Sikander. Springville, good job not giving up on the ball, even though it was pretty clearly with the Vikings. Via dribble handoff. I guess not dribble handoff. Handoff to Nordstrom. Airballed that. Springville, number 5, Hattie Templeman, taking it the other way. Down low to Deamas. Back out. Good poke by Janice Sikander. She's very good as that pass is stolen away. Over Via. Back to Clark. Down low, Via working against Moore. Up with the right and in. Sutton Via puts the Vikings at 18. Timeout, Springville.
Tabby and Via just, I mean, it's different with them. I mean, I've never seen a duo in girls basketball that's like that. You know, they're both very good. They both have college offers. They're both top players in the state. Sutton Via being ranked 7th nationally. They're incredible, and Sutton and Tabby really have been going off this season.
Especially with the combination of size and skill, Tabby can play all 5 positions if you need her to. She typically plays, I would probably say the 3.
Yeah, it's like a 2-3-ish.
If I had to pick, she probably plays more of a 3 role than anything else, especially with players like Janice and Surrey.
I've seen them use her in everything. I mean, if Sutton Via gets subbed out,
decent amount of Pleasant Grove fans made the trip back up here for the late tip-off. As I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, Sheldon.
No, you're good. But yeah, like as I said, when Sutton Via gets subbed out and maybe there's just a bunch of young players on the court, she genuinely takes that 5 position. And she dominates. She dominates in every position that she is in. So, yeah, Tabby's an amazing player. And I can't wait to see what she does at UVU.
As the Vikings don't typically play in a height-based offense. I couldn't think of a better way to word that.
Yeah.
Typically, you'll see it's a little bit height, but a little bit just skill. As you see there, Janice Sikander, another steal. Guarded immediately by Hollinger. As they call it off of the Vikings. Give you another look at that from here. It looked like it went off of Hollinger's leg.
That was definitely off of her leg.
As that clearly goes off of Hollinger's leg. But no video replay in high school.
Yeah.
So what we think won't matter. As Siri Burgess getting ready to check in.
Coming in
for
Cash
Connors. Amaya Kennerly came in for Tabby Clark. This is what I meant earlier when I said Pleasant Grove plays with a young roster, nothing higher than a junior on the court.
And they just trust their players. I mean, defensively, offensively. So, I mean, they may be young, but they still do amazing. So
and it's clearly paid off for the Vikings. Is that foul going to go against Hollinger? Trying to poke the ball away from Burgess, excuse me.
Yeah.
First foul on the Red Devils this quarter, first on Hollinger. Vikings running the offense through Zuri Nordstrom. Zuri tried to take it coast to coast, got stuck. Kennerly down to Via. Dribble handoff, Nordstrom out to Siri Burgess. Siri thought about the spin.
With the
Zuri, good! Zuri Nordstrom from college distance hits the triple. Vikings up 10.
They have Springville hasn't scored once this quarter.
Springville scoreless in the quarter. Vikings on a 9-0 run. That pass almost taken away. Amaya Kennerly. DeAmas out in the corner. Esplin almost found it. Couldn't quite get it. Nordstrom comes away with the board. Up to Kennerly. Dangerous pass. Down low to Villa against DeAmas. Up and in. It's almost too easy for Sutton Villa. Off the glass with the right hand. Add 2 to the Vikings. 11-0 to start the quarter. Springville down low. DeAmas pull up. Back iron.
I'm gonna be real. I think she's tipped almost every single ball shot in front of her. Sutton has.
As good hustle play. Siri Burgess. That jump ball going to go the way of the Vikings. As our scorebug is wrong. Kennerly guarded by Esplin. Amaya Kennerly, the freshman, playing apparently the primary point guard. And frankly, I didn't realize this. Pleasant Grove has a lot of bigs on the court. I believe Siri Burgess is 6 foot. Tabby Clark 6'2". And Sutton Villa, as we mentioned, 6'6". Amaya Kennerly not that far behind Burgess. I believe she's about 5'10", maybe 5'9". Tabby tried to float it down to Villa, left it short. Hall takes it away, and then Springville throws it out of bounds. I'm going to give credit to Aaliyah Sikander on that play, forcing the rushed throw from Hollinger.
Yeah, I mean, that's just that's the art of defense, is rushing people into things that they are uncomfortable with, and that's what leads to that. Throwing an uncomfortable pass ends up going over her head.
Sikander gets it into Cash Connors. Bit of a slow play for the Vikings. I thought they were going to get a 5-second violation for a second.
Cash going off.
Burgess thought about the corner 3. Tough drive from Siri.
At the travel.
Whistle blows and a traveling violation on Burgess. The sophomore with not even a mistake, just a very common occurrence when you're trying to get yourself the extra second to get a pass off. Either way, it's a turnover. Springville, Esplin, tough drive met with a triple team, and that will temporarily end the drought for Springville. Sammy DeAmas with the bucket. Number 11 cuts it down to 10. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Aaliyah Sikander drive.
Trying to go all the way there.
Met by the double team. Sikander out to Kennerly. Off the glass, left it short.
Like the
Esplin
idea that she had there, though.
out to Hollinger. It was a great idea from Kennerly. Just a tough shot to hit on. DeAmas against Clark. Kicks it back out to Hall. Back down low, DeAmas. Rimmed out. Whistle blew. I believe that's going to go against Tabby Clark.
It's kind of a different call. I didn't think that was going to be one, but
as I didn't get the replay in time to see what happened. First team foul on the Vikings this quarter. At the line, Sammy DeAmas. Minute 35 left. Springville needing to go on a bit of a run. That will not help. Front iron. As in comes Janice Sikander and Zuri Nordstrom. Wow, terrible time for a hiccup there. Siri Burgess and Amaya Kennerly checking out. Take 2 for DeAmas.
She's been at the line a lot today.
Up and in. Sammy goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Cuts it down to single digits. 3-score game. Minute 32 left. Janice Sikander. Good move, Janice, on the crossover. Tough shot and a foul. Is that almost the second or third on Hollinger?
I think that's the second.
As waiting to check in, Audrey Moore. Second personal on Hollinger. At the line for the Vikings, number 2, Janice Sikander. Up and in for the first one.
Straight through the net.
Great release. Pleasant Grove, a very good free throw shooting team. As we've seen, they've needed it at times this season.
Yeah.
Like earlier this year at Wasatch. Second one short for Janice. Zuri, good job in the press working against the Yamas. Vikings set up the 2-3 zone. Sikander, Kennerly in the top. Janice Sikander, Cash Connors, and Zuri Nordstrom down low. Good defense, Cash Connors forcing a bad shot from the Yamas. Drive Hall, back iron, tip drill for the rebound, stays with Springville. Deep three off the backboard and the back of the rim. And finally, Sikander comes down with it. 50 seconds left in the first half. Janice Sikander driving against Hall, had the screen from Connors, couldn't find her on the roll. Sikander out to Kennerly. Kennerly drive. Down low, Sikander, good cut. Janice unable to collect. Aaliyah so close to getting the steal on the pass.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a very nice play that they tried to run. They've done that a lot where they just take all the focus to the ball, obviously, and they run around, kind of run the defenders into each other, and they get an open basket.
Whistle blows against Bella Esplin. 19 seconds exactly left in the second quarter. Third team foul on the Red Devils. Neither team anywhere near the bonus, nor would it matter with such little time left in the corner. Nordstrom into Janice Sikander. Full court press by Bella Esplin. 12 seconds left for Pleasant Grove. Up by 10. Nordstrom up and in. Springville, 3 seconds, 2, 1. They won't even get the shot off. And that will take us into halftime. Pleasant Grove up by 12, 26-14 in the quarterfinal. coming back for the second half of play. Vikings up by 12, 26-14. Gotta wonder what the halftime message was. Pleasant Grove coming out with a different strategy on offense than what we saw the first time around. Springville primarily tried to shut down Tabby Clark and Sutton Villa in the full court. Pleasant Grove not running through those two as much as they did, as Springville will start with possession. Ball, Sammy Hollinger down low, Dayamas out to Esplin from the corner, air ball. Hall gets the board. Drives against Connors, kicks to Esplin, gets stuck, back to Hall. Back to Esplin from the wing, front iron. As Springville got the rebound, lost it into the backcourt. Official saying it got tipped. Pleasant Grove, very good defense. Need to get a defensive rebound here. That three in! Hattie Templeman and Springville start the scoring in the second half. Cut it down to 9. 7 minutes and 5 seconds. 55 seconds into the third quarter. Springville with a quick-ish three. Clark, Connors, down low to Villa. Triple team comes. Sutton got her own miss. Janice Sikander came away with it and looks to reset on the wing. Down to Connors. Connors, errant pass, tried to get it to Villa. Save from Nordstrom, ended up with Templeman. Good defense. Tabby Clark in the 2-on-1 out off of her leg. As Springville will take it on the near baseline. As quick inbounds play to a wide open Templeman. I don't think Pleasant Grove knew she was there. Janice Sikander guarded by Hollinger the full length of the court. As quick timeout, Pleasant Grove, not the start you were hoping for if you're the Vikings, up by 12. The lead cut down to 7, 6:16 remaining. Out of the Viking timeout, Zuri Nordstrom gets it into Janice Sikander. Springville adjusting the press. The strategy the first time was to not let Tabby and Sutton work. Now it's to simply not let anybody work. Sutton says, too bad, and gets the bucket off the backboard. Springville down by 9. Hall out to Templeman, 3. In and out. Cash Connors with the board to Tabby Clark. Tabby, quick crossover on Hall. Handoff Nordstrom from deep. Almost went in. As good job Springville in the fast break, getting it up to Templeman on the leak out quickly. And the full court press from Springville will continue on. It's really been the strategy that's helped them the most today. Only down by 7, cut the lead down from 12. Down low, Sutton, double team, off the glass anyway. Sutton Villa says, you're going to have to put more than that on me. Vikings back up by 9. Dayamas, tough fadeaway, up and in. Good shot, Sammy Dayamas. And now the Vikings and the Red Devils going back and forth. to start the third quarter. Sikander from the wing, good! Janice Sikander from 3 gets the Vikings to 33 in the third. Lots of threes coming from number 2. That shot blocked by Sutton Villa. That's at least her third. Sikander up to Nordstrom, 2-on-2. Dumped down to Cash Connors. Gets fouled by Bella Esplin. Great job running the two-man game. Cash Connors and Zuri Nordstrom. Cash Connors will be at the line shooting 2. Cash Connors, one of the better free throw shooters for the Vikings. She started the second round matchup going, I believe it was 4 for 4 from the line, as she makes her first. Siri Burgess getting ready to check in. Didn't realize Cash was at the free throw line. Take 2, Cash Connors up and in. As Siri Burgess will come in for Cash Connors. I don't think Cash realized she was being checked out. Vikings push the lead back out to 12. After a great 4-minute back and forth, can Springville keep it going? Templeman from 3, in! Hattie Templeman, and the Red Devils answer back. Pleasant Grove playing jump rope with a double-digit lead. I guess it's more of a seesaw. Unimportant analogy aside, Zuri Nordstrom got it poked away on the drive by Sammy Hollinger. It will stay with the Vikings. And I hope you'll forgive me for stuttering on the names so much. Springville has 5 null players where they forgot to just delete the number. Down low, great run, great pass. Janice Sikander finding Sutton Villa. Trying to give you another look at it. Sutton on the drive. Janice found Sutton on the cut. Pleasant Grove getting a rebound off of a missed Springville 3. Tabby recovering from the poke by Esplin. Out to Nordstrom. Nordstrom, good drive, good bucket off the window. As timeout taken by Springville. Pleasant Grove up 13, 26-39. Sorry, I accidentally hit the sound effects instead of the mute button going into the timeout, which led to the outro that you heard instead of just silence. It's been a very long day at the Huntsman Center. Springville gets it in. Pleasant Grove playing a much more relaxed defense than the Red Devils in the 2-3 zone, as it already pays off. Templeman can't collect on 3. Clark gets the screen from Connors, gets left wide open, dumped down to Cash Connors, and a great pick and roll from the Vikings. Springville both went to roll and then both went to close out on Cash. She really had her choice of options there. Tabby drives right past Hall, floater up and in. Pleasant Grove starting to run away with this one like we've seen all year, 43-26. Springville looking for any form of an answer. Esplin down low to Yamas against Connors. That shot can't fall. Clark. Hall doing a great job in the full court press. Up to Aaliyah Sikander. Takes the screen from Connors. Springville, good job switching to not give Aaliyah space. Sammy Hollinger got a piece of Aaliyah Sikander. I believe that is the third on Hollinger. Second team foul for the Red Devils, as the shade of red hilariously on the Huntsman Center scoreboard, very similar to the Springville, very similar to the Springville colors. Can't believe that was called a charge. Esplin. Charge on Zuri Nordstrom. Springville, good ball movement, gets it down to Yamas. Had Templeman wide open, threw it out of bounds. Springville turnover. Pleasant Grove will take it on the baseline as in comes Sutton via for Tabby Clark, Siri Burgess to inbound, as Audrey Moore will check in for number 11, Sammy DeYamas of the Red Devils. Sikander. Springville loosening up the full court press a little bit. Still definitely there, not as tight as it was earlier. Deep three, Sikander couldn't fall. Vikings pressing for a second, clearing out of the way, focusing on transition defense. Good help from Aaliyah Sikander. Ball ended up loose. Aaliyah hit the deck with Esplin. Everybody recovers, under 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Vikings in control. That three off to the left and out. Burgess comes away with it. Over to Sikander. Via looking for an option, finds Connors. Cash gets it poked away on the drive. Turnover Connors. Hall taking it the other way against Burgess. Good defense, Siri Burgess. Would like to see a little bit better discipline down the stretch, or not down the stretch, after the missed bucket, going for the board. Foul on Burgess, her first of the night. Both teams doing a good job staying out of foul trouble. I think the highest is Hollinger with 3. Esplin down low, Templeman. Templeman drives, dumps it down, blocked by Villa. Shot by Audrey Moore. Sutton said, not even close, my friend. Take that back. Springville down low to Hall, tipped out by Sikander. We'll move about 3 feet and try again. Templeman with what is a very tall group of Vikings right in front of her. 6 foot Cash Connors, 6'1" Siri Burgess, 6'6" Sutton Villa. Good drive, blocked from behind by Villa. Up to Sikander, loses it to Hollinger. That three in at the buzzer. Bella Esplin. Springville with a little bit of momentum. They've cut the lead down to 14. 8 minutes remaining. 5-score game. Can Springville do it? Can Pleasant Grove hold on? We will find out shortly. 8 minutes is all that remains in the quarterfinals from the John M. Huntsman Center. Janice Sikander with the ball going against Sammy Hollinger. Down low via back to Janice from the elbow. In! And Janice Sikander starts the fourth quarter on the right foot for the Vikings. 45-29 the score. As bit of an issue with our score, but give us 1 second. Via, I think she got a piece of that one too. Call it 5 for Sutton Via. I think that's actually her 6 for Sutton. Corner 3, in and out for the Vikings. Clark with the board. Bringing it up the court, met at the half-court line by Templeman. Gets it to Via near the free throw line. Out to Sikander. Thought about the college length 3. That one poked away by Springville. Fight for the ball. Ends up with the Red Devils. 2-on-2 and a fast break. Esplin out to Templeman. Good drive, Templeman. Good defense. Cash Connors to wall up. 7 for Sutton Via. As she's got to be closing in on another double-double with win blocks. Sikander down low to Via. That tough shot in. I think that's at least the 8th point of the night for Sutton with 7 blocks. A great stat line for the sophomore. Springville, good drive. Esplin down low, left it short. Sammy DeYamas left it short, got her own miss, and then got hit by, I believe, Cash Connors, the first of the Vikings in the fourth quarter. Pleasant Grove looking to stay out of foul trouble. Not a huge concern, but still something you think about with your star players being being as important as they are, Discussion between officials finished, and DeYamas will be shooting 2. First one for Sammy, up and in. Smooth as butter. 30-47 becomes the score. .6:18 left to play. Timeout called by the Vikings. Sammy DeYamas take 2 from the free throw line to cut it down to 16. Up and in. Puts Springville at 31. Pleasant Grove 47. 6:18. Springville still in this, but it's going to be a very, very good comeback if they can cut it down. Kennerly taking it the length of the court. Via back to Kennerly. Tough drive. Amaya Kennerly got it poked out by Hattie Templeman. Hattie looking for coast to coast. Has to clear out. Finds Esplin for 3. Off the front iron and out. Clark going against Hall. Sorry about that. Via up with the right and in. Don't know if you can hear it, but there's a faint buzzing in my ear that I was trying to fix. Kennerly guarding Hollinger out in the corner. Templeman in! Hattie Templeman for 3. Cuts to the lead down to 14. Springville only down by 5 scores. Burgess, drive, tough shot. Siri hit the rim, got her own board, then got it stripped away by Hall. Great defensive effort, Hallie Hall. Templeman, tough drive, left it short with the left, and Janice Sikander gets the rebound. Janice, full head of steam, trying to get Hollinger off her, Via back to Sikander. Dribble handoff to Clark. Takes the screen from Via. Had the 3 for a second. Burgess. Good drive, Siri Burgess up with the right. Off the side of the backboard. Janice gets it. Gets absolutely hammered by Hattie Templeman. That'll send Janice Sikander to the free throw line, shooting 2. The first foul on the Red Devils all quarter. Second foul on Templeman. Sikander at the line, shooting 2. Janice can't make the second. Vikings lead back out to 16. Hall met by Sikander. Janice trying to go for the poke out. Good switch by the Sikander sisters. Connors. Good help defense by Janice Sikander. Coming over and knocking the ball out of bounds. Springville forced to reset. Esplin up from the free throw line and in. Hit every part of the rim and fell. Clark met in the half court by Audrey Moore. Clark, good drive against Moore. Spins up with the right and in. Good fadeaway bucket. Tabby Clark. Janice Sikander almost getting a steal on the inbound. Both of the Sikanders very fast, able to recover very well in the full court press. That 3, no good from Templeman. Quickly up to Aaliyah Sikander, back down. Tried to get it to Janice before it got hit away by Hall. Vikings will take it out of bounds. Tabby Clark to inbound. She should have a couple options open here. Think it's going to go, I was about to say going to go to Cash Connors. Whistle blows, jump called. That's going to go to Springville, and the possession arrow will switch to the Vikings.
Ball possession, Springville.
Vikings get the arrow. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. 52-36. Springville looking to come back. It would be about the 5th comeback we've seen all day. That 3 will certainly help from Templeman. Earlier today, Pleasant Grove's boys team was able to come back down big against Wasatch in the opener to today's quarterfinal games. Vikings looking to not fall victim to a similar fate as Wasatch, going against the Springville Red Devils. Zuri Nordstrom, sorry, for a second the 0 looked like an 11. I thought it was Maele. Into Janice Sikander. Sutton near the three-point line. Janice from the top, front of the rim and out. Templeman trying to take it coast to coast, sees Via in her way and decides that there are better options out there. Good help defense, Tabby Clark against Moore. Templeman in the corner. Off the right side of the iron. Sikander down to Nordstrom. Zuri spinning shot with the right and one! Zuri Nordstrom gets the hoop and the harm. Puts the Vikings at 54. Third foul on Templeman. As you can see, the Pleasant Grove students very excited about what they're seeing so far. The first the and one, no good for Nordstrom. For some reason, I thought it was a 1-and-1. Esplin finds Hall, met by Nordstrom at the three-point line. Hall gets it back out. Templeman. Good help defense from Pleasant Grove. Janice Sikander, Zuri Nordstrom. Now trapping Hall. Steal. Combination, almost a steal, I guess. Zuri Nordstrom and Janice Sikander. Springville very loose with the ball. Pleasant Grove taking advantage of it. And that will be a turnover on the Red Devils. Pleasant Grove will take over. As whistle blows, timeout called by the Vikings. 1:43 up by 15. Coming out of the Pleasant Grove timeout, they have the ball with 1 and 43 seconds to clinch their spot in the semifinals. Pleasant Grove gets it to Sutton Via. She's, I believe, 2 blocks away from a double-double. Zuri can't hit the three. Springville, Bella Esplin, Zuri Nordstrom giving her a whole lot of space. Esplin down to Deamas. Out to Hall. Great ball movement from the Red Devils. Pleasant Grove, good job adjusting defensively. Hall to Deamas. Out Esplin. Front iron, no good. Rebound Sutton Via. And Tabby Clark will bring it over the timeline. Whistle blows. That one is going to go against number 5, Hattie Templeman. I believe it is her 4th. Clark to inbound, looking for Sikander. Gets it to her at the H in Huntsman on the court. Via tried to get it down low to Nordstrom. Good fight, Zuri Nordstrom to get it back from Hollinger. Connors, tough shot, got it blocked by number 5, Hattie Templeman. Springville, Bella Esplin over, I believe that's Templeman. Back iron and out. Whistle blows. That'll be Viking basketball, and this one is basically over. 32.6. Vikings up 15, excuse me. It can dribble it out. The shot clock is turned off. Whistle blows. I believe that's going to be a foul on Hallie Hall. Has Pleasant Grove well on its way to advancing into the quarterfinal. Up 54-39. Tabby Clark at the free throw line. Clark up and in with the first free throw. Vikings 55, up by 16. Take two, Tabby Clark. Back iron out, not a sight you're used to seeing for the Vikings. She's very consistent from the free throw line. Springville, that pass tipped out of bounds. Believed by Sutton Via, it'll stay with the Springville Red Devils. Pleasant Grove, a great job in this one. This will go down as a wire-to-wire victory in the quarterfinals. That three, back iron. That shot got blocked by Connors from behind. Then Cash fouled her the second time. 6 seconds left. Pleasant Grove 54, Springville 39. Sammy De Amas looking to cut this down. She will do so on the first one, making it 55-40. Still not enough time for the Vikings, or for the Red Devils, excuse me, to come back and win this one. Sammy goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Pleasant Grove can just dribble this out, which they will do with Janice Sikander. That will do it for us here in Salt Lake City. Final score 55-41. Pleasant Grove advances to the semifinals for the first time in so long. They will take on, I believe it is the winner of Alta versus, I'm blanking on the team. It's Alta versus, give me 1 second to pull up who that team will be. But still a great win for the Vikings. They will be back here Thursday, tipping off at 11 a.m. They will play the winner of Fremont Alta. That's who I couldn't remember. But we are working on getting a player of the game for a quick post-game interview, as it looks like it will be Sutton Via. I'm going to mute myself for just a second to give Sutton enough time to get up here. But we are very excited to have Sutton on the player of the game tonight. As joined now post-game by Sutton Via, number 24 for the Vikings. A couple of blocks and rebounds away from a triple-double tonight. Sutton, how do you feel about the great win for your squad?
I feel great. I feel like we all really connected on the court, and we all played together, which really got us to win. Also, our rebounding was much better than what we usually do, and rebounding helps a lot leading us to win the game. So.
You guys came out this time with what seemed like a different strategy compared to the last time you played Springville. The first time they seemed to try to shut you and Tabby down in the full court. What was your strategy coming into tonight's game, and how do you feel it benefited you?
I'd say probably just getting it into the high post and working off of the scissor, and also having me and Tabby on one side so that whenever, so that the other side is wide open for anyone else to take it one-on-one, because they will not leave me and Tabby, so that it's just a one-on-one for them. I'd say that.
And you guys in the next round play the winner of the game that we're watching warm up right now, Alta versus Fremont. Who do you hope that you play, and what do you expect to see from your squad in the next round on Thursday?
I really want to play Fremont just because I know one of the girls on their team and I really want to go up against her. But I think our strategy is just to get inside touches, because especially from the high post, because when we run through the high post, it opens up the rest of the court for us. Even if I'm not the one scoring, it usually gets open shots for everyone else.
And then one last one for you guys. How do you feel that your team's ability to just get the ball to the hot hand and let them take over a game is going to help you in the last two rounds?
Sorry, say that again.
How do you feel that the team's ability to swing the rock and get it to whoever the hot hand happens to be is going to help you guys in the semifinals and hopefully the finals on Friday?
How is swinging the ball going to help us?
How is feeding whoever happens to get hot going to be a big advantage for you guys?
I don't know how to answer that.
I asked a hard question. Let me try to rephrase it. You guys have a lot of great shooters and great offensive options. You've got Tabby can play just about anywhere. Zuri's great from deep, especially. You have Janice and Aaliyah who aren't afraid to drive. How do you feel that is your guys' biggest? How do you feel that can be advantageous to you guys in the last two rounds?
Answer these questions. I don't know how to answer these questions. I don't know how to answer these questions.
You're good. It's tough after a good win. Anyway, thank you, Sutton. You're good to take that off, and we can wrap up here. Thank you, Sutton Villa, for hopping on with us post-game. But that will be just about everything for us tonight. Pleasant Grove advances. They will face the winner of Fremont Alta Thursday morning at 11 a.m. We will be covering that matchup. So until then, my name has been Coleman Keel. I was joined earlier today by Sheldon Sweet, and we will see you on Thursday.